Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar presented by CyberLink and MediaTek. We all know that AI is on the rise for the past few years, and the facial recognition is definitely one of the most important applications among all the AI applications. So years ago, AI used to be a performance-savvy application that required heavy devices and GPU to do the computation. While through the evolution that we are seeing a lot of SoCs and CPUs or even like APUs or VPUs are right now able to do AI computation on very lightweight and low power consumption edge IoT devices. So MediaTek is one of the best chipset maker among the world. They are having pretty cool chipset on smartphones and IoT devices, while CyberLink is known as one of the best developer for AI facial recognition with our FaceMe technology. So today I would like to introduce our distinguished guest. First of all, I'd like to introduce Lucas. Hello, Lucas. Okay, so Lucas is the technical manager from MediaTek. So today he will share with you some of the implementations from MediaTek. And next is Ms. Mei Gu. Hello, Mei. Okay, so Mei is a senior vice president of business development in CyberLink. And Michael Tsai, he is a principal product manager for FaceMe product line. So first of all, we'll go through today's agenda. So today's agenda will be in three parts. The first part, we're having Lucas to introduce MediaTek's i350 Edge AI platform and the major applications using i350. And the second part will be presented by CyberLink by Mei and Michael to introduce our FaceMe AI facial recognition engine and how we optimize the facial recognition on IoT edge devices. And the last part will be the live Q&A, which is the part I'm most anticipated in. So we're right now using CyberLink's webinar to do live cast. So you can see at your right-hand side, there's a chat window, so you can raise your question in the chat window. So we're having online supporters to answer your questions in real time, and also we'll pick some of your questions at the end of the Q&A part to get it answered online. So let's start today's presentation. So first of all, I'll pass the mic to Lucas to introduce MediaTek's i350. Okay, Lucas.
Thank you, Stephen, and thank you for CyberLink to give me this opportunity to introduce MediaTek ALT solutions. First of all, I am the technical manager of MediaTek ALT BU. So this is a new BU, and MediaTek is the top 4 fabless IC in the house in the world. So before uh, before this presentation, I want to explain what is the IoT, because in every company they have different definition about IoT. So in MediaTek, we call IoT, and we mention about AIoT is the AP-based IoT. Right now, around every users in your house, we start to find more rich feature device in your house. For example, in your kitchen, you may find in your refrigerator there is a touch panel in this refrigerator, and it provided a very good multimedia feature to do the video display, and maybe it can do the video conference, and it's a very good human machine interface device in your kitchen. And the second, for the second photo, it says a POS machine. Right now in the world, there is there are many devices installed with Android, and this POS can be installed into many different APK, many different apps for different scenario. For example, this kind of Android POS is different from the in the restaurants. It's different from in the retail store, chain stores. So it can be run in different functions. And the third photo is very hot recently because of COVID-19. Because of COVID-19, right now in the US, they buy a lot of fitness device. And but right now in your house, you want to do some exercise. You need to show with your friend. You need to talk with your friend. So this tablet in this device, fitness device, you need a very good multimedia features, and you need to be do the video conference with your friend. So it need a powerful ARM chip and a very powerful CPU, and it also need connectivity solutions. Okay, let's go to the AI-based IoT. Um, although there are a good solution to be AP-based IoT, AP-based solutions, but right now our customer in the world, they start to discuss with us about the AI solutions. For example, in the refrigerator, although there is already a touch screen, but right now they want to their refrigerator to recognize the meal and the food inside. With these features, refrigerator can do some suggestion to their customer. Maybe they can do some suggestion to customer to buy a milk or buy more eggs for their future usage. Okay, for the pause right now, the human face recognition for the payment already very popular in the China, because it really help, because it reduce time to do the payment when you just buy a milk tea in the store. It's really convenient. And for the fitness device, right now we already can see the magic mirror in their house or in the gym. This mirror with cam, and the cam can recognize every pose about the user. And through the AI coach, this AI coach can recognize users' pose and do some suggestion. So you can just have gym by yourself and don't need your coach, just stand by the user. And for the MediaTek ALT solution, we integrate many good features inside, because MediaTek already invests a lot, many years, from the DVD player, from our Wi-Fi solution, and right now we put our AI solution into SoC. So what the customer need, for example, they must need the multimedia, because to do the video playback, to do the music playback is the best basic features customer need. And then they may also need to streaming out the voice, music, or the video to the other side. So that's the basic customer requirement. And the other side, another topic is the connectivity, because right now everything must to connect to the internet. So basically, maybe they need a Wi-Fi, they need the LTE, and then maybe 5G. Okay, and the customer need to install a ISP, a sensor to their SoC. So ISP is also in the requirement, and we also put the APU inside this our SoC, so we can reduce the power consumption through this APU. Okay. But for the AI, to do the AI algorithm optimization is very critical right now. So in MediaTek, we provide a new kind of framework to our customers. Without it, we can see in our solution SoC, we integrate the CPU, GPU, APU. So if customer need to optimize their algorithm, basically maybe customer can do the optimization in the CPU. So they may need to know their own instruction to do optimization. But if customer want to do the optimization through GPU, they needed to know another API. It's a vacuum. So engineer is very difficult to learn different kind of language. And right now we integrate the APU. Customer need to know another language of APU. It's very difficult for engineer for our customers. So MediaTek provided a NeuroPilot API. Through the NeuroPilot, we already implement various operator. We can call it OP. We already implement various OP. So customer optimize through our NeuroPilot. They can do best optimization just quickly. So they can see the result and basically they already do the optimization. They save a lot of time to do the neo optimization over the Vulkan. So it really helps a lot. Okay, let's go to the main topic of today, our new platform i350. For the i350, it's edge new solution because previously AVIC vendor put their AI, put their APU in the premier solution. But right now, MediaTek just integrated a light APU into our mainstream solution. You can see there are APU and the DSP in this slides. For the APU, it is suitable to do the vision area AI algorithm. But you can also you can implement your different kind of various AI algorithm in APU, but it is suitable for the vision AI algorithm. And the other side is DSP. For the DSP, according our MediaTek experience with main customer in the world, we know to do the voice interactive activity, it's very good to implement in DSP. For example, you can implement your wake up word, just like Hello Google or Alexa in DSP. Because main SoC can sleep, and so SoC power consumption is near zero. You can only let DSP wake up and waiting for the wake up word. So that is do the power saving. Okay, let's talk about i350's main strengths. It's an edge AI solution. It integrates the APU and the DSP. That's a key point. And second, it has the multimedia solution. We integrate the H265 encoder and the decoder in this SoC. And right now we know in the surveillance-like solution, customer want and they need H265 encoder because it provided a lower streaming bitrate. And it also provided a dual display. So in many applications may need it, for example, the desktop pause, or you can do the reach for function and get the more revenue for it. And it can also multi-camera because there are two MIPI interface. And if you need more camera, you can choose the USB-based camera. And for the low power consumption, you can see we use the 14 nanometer process. And by implement your AI algorithm in the APU and DSP, it can reduce power consumption. And the MediaTek solution, no matter Linux or Android, it's do the most best system optimization. So the power consumption is pretty low than our competitor. And we already integrated the Wi-Fi. No matter in the Wi-Fi 1x1 or 2x2, you can choose a different companion chips. And it also integrated Bluetooth 5.0 already. And for customer need, we also integrate the Ethernet MAC. Okay. Let's talk about the advantage about the APU and the DSP. According to our experience, we found that when we do the object detection using APU compared with our ARM chip, frame rate is more than double, and the power consumption is half of it compared to using the ARM chip. And when use the DSP, although you can see the power consumption is only half, but the most important is you can let main chip, you can let SoC sleep. That's power consumption safe than others. It's a really the key feature and then in the home appliance, because in the home appliance like the refrigerator or the oven, the government regulation need to pass the Energy Star. So energy saving is very, very important. Okay, according to these trends, we can see and we think there are four kind of area, four kind of application is suitable using the i350. The first one is the home applications, like a refrigerator. We already have a launch product in China, and the customer users can use this screen to talk with this screen and to do some shopping with this screen. And second is it's good to do the different kind of display application. For example, a smart display. It's a small screen, and you can use the screen to online to do the searching, or to later it's to do the online shopping, and also video conference. And the next one is the robots in the house, because right now in the in-house, your robot needs some vision capability. It need to understand what users talks, and it has camera to see something, to recognize something. And the final one is the fitness device, because fitness device need to have a very good human machine interface and do the video conference. So the edge AI using our APU is very good for this different kind of application. And second one is AI specific application. For example, the face recognition device. But to use the human face recognition, it can be adapted to different kind of application. For example, to do the door access, that's the first one. Second one is popular in China, is to do the attendance. And for the another application, AI specific application is to the translator, because in translator, although the main function is to do the translate about speech, but the second function is to do the OCR. This kind of algorithm can be adapted in our APU to quick to accelerate the algorithm in using our APU. So this is the second AI application what the i350 can do. And then the other one is retail. Although this market is pretty big in this year because of COVID-19, but we think it's i350 is very good to do the desktop POS, because right now in this market, in this application, they may need the two-way camera. In traditionally, we use key or fingerprint to do some authentication. But right now, customer told us they can use the camera-based authentication through the face recognition algorithm. So also in kiosk, i350 is also suitable for kiosk, because they need a big screen, and then they need a multimedia interface, multiple interface, and this kind of behavior also happen in vending machine. Okay, so because of IC50 still display feature, so retail application is suitable to using IC50. And the final one is we try to engage is the industry hub, because in many industry-based machines, they all need the human machine interface. You can call it just an Android-based touch screen. But yes, IC350 already we have Android OS, and IC350 with Android OS is pretty suitable for this kind of touch screen and the medical hub. Okay, this is one application I wanted to highlight, that i350 we provided Android and Linux. So for different vertical of face recognition device, customer can choose Linux or Android. Although we think to use Android is very suitable for customer, because our solution already integrated Android and already implement many feature in it. So after you build the PCB and install Android, most of the feature already done. So you can just integrate the CyberLink's algorithm and then quickly to do the demo POC for your end customer. And you can see my slides. The Wi-Fi device, you can have two kind of Wi-Fi companion chip. You can choose the 1x1 or 2x2. And the Wi-Fi AC is the major feature in the market. And we also provide the Ethernet. So if your customer needed to install this device on the wall, and you need the Ethernet interface, yes, we already provide the Ethernet interface. And the dual display, although you can see this device, there is only one display, only one touch screen, but you can extend another one because you can through it to do some commercial to show something to your customer, and you can get more money. And for the camera interface, i350 already have two MIDI interface. So for the face recognition algorithm, they are different kind. If you need the two cam solution, yes, we have two cam interface. And more than that, we have H265 encoder, also decoder. But in this kind of a face recognition device, you need H265 encoder because the surveillance level encoder needed the lower bit rate. That means you need the H265. And the i350's H265 encoder is hardware-based engine, not the software solution. Okay, so face recognition AI algorithm is pretty suitable to adapt in i350, and the low power is always the MediaTek's SoC's strength. Low power is always an issue because maybe you need to have battery in this device, and it generate less heat in this device and put this device more stable. Okay, MediaTek AloT is a new BU in MediaTek, and you can find more information in our website. And only SoC cannot is not enough. We need our IDH ODM to have a product. We need our IDH ODM to have the PCB for our customer. We also need a software party to have an app in this product. And maybe you need a cloud-based solution to upload data or provide some kind of service. And for the AI application, you need an AI partner to help to provide you AI solution for your product because it really takes time to build your neural model. It really takes time. It costs a lot. So to choose a stable and well-known AI solution partner is very important. That MediaTek co-work with CyberLink to deliver the product to our customer. And maybe you need you have some security concern. You can choose the security partner, or you need support in your multimedia. So you may choose a multimedia partner. For the AIoT world, only SoC company or only a software company is not enough. We need to co-work together and provide a solution to provide our solution to the market. Okay, you can check more in our ALT website. But right now, ALT BU, we already launched 5 products in the market. From the entry type product, we have i300. And today, I introduced i350, and with a higher end for customers, i500. For Wi-Fi BT solution, Wi-Fi BT families, we provide the Linux and the Android OS. And the right-hand side is the we have a AloT connectivity feature. We call it i300p and i500p that you can check them out more in our website. And in the ALT, we know our customer need more time to develop and do some tests and pass some regulation. So we provide our product in 7 years longevity. That are welcome to check more in our website. Thank you.
All right, so thanks, Lucas, for the introduction to the i350. So I think right now you know more about that, and we're seeing a lot of questions asked in the chat window. So we are having online supporters to get it answered, and later in the Q&A section, we'll also pick some of those questions to answer live. So that's the MediaTek part. And the next part, I'm introducing May, who is a SVP for our business development, to introduce our FaceMe solution. Welcome, May.
This is May. Thanks for Lucas for the great presentation and introduction for the MediaTek SoC. So later in this session, I will introduce FaceMe, and then our principal product manager, Michael, will take over the technical part. Okay. So some of you may already know CyberLink well. So for those who just joined CyberLink FaceMe webinar for the first time, let me introduce who is CyberLink. CyberLink is a software company, and our headquarters and all engineering are based in Taiwan. And we have global offices to support our customers. So CyberLink was the developer of the #1 product, which is called Power DVD, you may know. And today I would like to introduce our business solution, FaceMe, which is one of the world's best AI facial recognition technology. There are three key differentiations and benefit. The first one, of course, for facial recognition, accuracy and security is the most important one. And FaceMe is the most complete cross-platform facial recognition engine. So we support from Windows, Linux, Android, and also iOS. And we optimize on all the hardwares and support the different operating system. And it can be deployed on different IoT edge and server. So it's very good for our system integrators and the partners to deploy based on their different architectures with different budgets. So what CyberLink FaceMe can offer? And here are some key features. First, of course, it is to detect if there's a face in the image or the video. And then we will do the recognition. And inside the SDK, we also offer face attributes like age, gender, emotion, and head orientation. Later, I will share some very creative designs, which our clients already implemented based on these features. And of course, it's very important to do liveness detection to avoid any fraud for facial recognition. So we also support 2D and 3D cameras for anti-spoofing. And one of the very important features now is about the mask detection and to detect face even when people wearing the mask. So let's take a look, about a demo what FaceMe can offer. So you see from the video, we can do the face detection, recognize people with age, gender, emotion, and we can do the unique visit calculation, so you can provide a customer analysis. This is about the anti-spoofing. So you see we can do the liveness detection. This is the real person being detected. And this is a photo. And this is a video. So we can detect photo and video to avoid those attack. And next, it's about the mask detection. So it's very important now for the mask detection. And our FaceMe SDK, currently we can support very well and deliver very high accurate mask detection and the mask facial recognition. So you can use the original photos in the database without wearing mask. And we can detect the person even when they are wearing the mask now. And what else? Actually, we can also detect if people is not wearing the mask properly or not. Okay, and we can detect the different facial masks. And CyberLink FaceMe has a very good engine which we can detect persons and detect people from the different angle of the cameras. And now facial recognition is very important in the different vertical because in all the different environment, people are wearing the mask now. So let's take a look about our facial mask detection. So you see from here, we integrate with the thermal camera. So you see, it's not wearing the mask. And this is not wearing the mask properly. And we can detect if user try to use hand to cover. So this is a very good example for using the mask detection. We know that facial recognition is getting more and more important. So we deliver a full stack of our FaceMe SDK for our clients to design their smart applications from security, banking, and office solutions, factory, or the retail. So let's take a look some examples from our clients. So this is about the retail usage. Okay, so for digital signage with face feature, age, and gender, so our clients can provide better customer demographic analysis and also provide a different advertisement based on the user profile. And for the POS and the kiosk in restaurant, retailers can provide better product recommendation and offerings with their purchase or history. So also for the POS and kiosk, of course, your face is your ID, so you can use your face to complete your payment. There are more and more service robots available now in the market. So this will greatly reduce the manpower and also improve the customer service experience. And of course, your face is your ID. So a lot of customers already have the different access control devices shipped in the market. And next, I would like to introduce a very innovative product, which is called Smart Elevator. So it can identify residents and send them to the right floor smartly without touching the screen, and can improve the car dispatch efficiency and shorten the passengers' waiting time. So it is already available in the market, and this is a very good solution even in the current situation of the COVID-19. And next is about the smart healthcare and the medical solution. So in hospital, it's very important to manage the controlled drugs. So facial recognition is one of the best biometric solutions in hospital as it's touchless. So we help our customers to solve the problem by recognizing the authorized people even when they are wearing the mask. So this is also delivered not just in Taiwan, but also worldwide. Next is also a very innovative product, which is called Smart Health Kiosk. This product, okay, it's in corporate. This product actually help our clients to deliver a product very quickly to help the corporates to return to normal business to fight for the COVID-19. So the kiosk integrates face mask detection, face recognition, and more importantly, it also integrates FaceMe's head orientation. So it uses shaking your head or nodding your head to answer the questions. So let's take a look of the video.
That can administer survey questions without risking the health of employees and visitors. By touchless, we mean a simple nod yes or a shake of the head no is
So
all Century
user
needs to understand.
shaking head or nodding head to
A
answer the
medical-grade
questions.
infrared thermometer produces reads in about a second. After completing a survey and temperature check, you can proceed as long as you sanitize your hands. Optional face mask integration can regulate proper face covering usage and detect whether face coverings are worn correctly or incorrectly. Once face covering is properly applied and you've completed the survey and temperature check, you may proceed, as long as you sanitize your hands.
Okay. So we welcome all the partners and hardware manufacturers to, if you need a trial version of the SDK to evaluate, try to contact us. So we encourage our customers to evaluate, and we will deliver the best support. And later on, I will pass my microphone to Michael to explain more about the technical part. Let's welcome Michael.
Thank you, May. Hello, everyone. I'm Michael, and I'm in the CyberLink for product manager. I'm in charge of the FaceMe product lines. So allow me to introduce you about more technical information, specs, performance for the FaceMe. Thank you. Okay, so it is very important when you're going to evaluate the accuracy of an algorithm that the numbers must come from a trustworthy third party. So the NIST and IST, they are from the United States, and they are testing independently as they are not one of the sponsored by any vendors, and they have a huge amount of the facial data, so they can test, cover a lot of different cases, and they are defining the same hardware or execution time requirements and rules to all the algorithms. That means the numbers from NIST is the industry standard for the benchmarks of facial recognitions. So let's take a look at the latest one of the facial recognition 1/n testing on the NIST leaderboard website. You can see here for both two modes, the identification and investigation modes, we have 98.11% and 99.62% of the accuracy. To recognize someone from a database as huge as 1.6 million people in there within a very short time constraints to recognize this one. So if we rank all the global facial recognition vendors, FaceMe is ranked number 9. But some of our customers, they have raised concerns of using the solutions provided from China or Russia. So if we take those vendors out from the leaderboard, we are ranked number 3rd. One kind of our solutions providing to our customers is through delivering the form of a software SDK. We call it FaceMe SDK. So the SDK include not just the facial recognition features, the database, the matching and searching. It also provides the video processing and the pre-processing, the codecs, and the anti-spoofing. So our customer can use this SDK to integrate into their existing systems using various operating systems or chipsets with their own user interface for various different scenarios like industrial PCs, IoT edge devices in various verticals. So we are optimized for many different platforms. For operating systems, FaceMe supports Windows, Linux, like Ubuntu, Red Hat, or CentOS. And also we have Android and iOS support for mobile use case. And this time, we are very happy to work with MediaTek. So we can support the MediaTek NeuroPilot for the i350 project. We can run FaceMe on the APU of the i350. To fit FaceMe into different scenarios and with different system requirements or different design budgets, we categorize our recognition model into 3 different tiers. The left-hand side is the very high, ultra high precision model. We call it UH model, and it offers the best accuracy, although it requires some heavy workload, so it would require GPU to perform the algorithm. And the very right-hand side is the high precision model, which is designed for the thin clients to do facial authentication use case, where there's only one face at a time, and the most case frontal face. And right in the middle is the good balance between these 2 models, where the VH very high precision model offers 10 times faster compared to the UH model, and the accuracy is very close to the UH model. So it would be the most recommended one for AIoT use case. And this time we are very excited that we can work with MediaTek team together for this i350 project. So by integrating MediaTek NeuroPilot platform, we can run our DNN deep neural network models inside the MediaTek APU. So by using the tool chains, the AI developer tools, and the rich operators supported from the NeuroPilot platform, we are able to convert and fit our facial detection model into the MediaTek NeuroPilot platform. So in our testing, it can have up to more than double the performance compared to pure CPU mode execution of the entire end-to-end face recognition scenarios. Besides the faster running performance, leveraging the power of the APU also means CyberLink and MediaTek now has a much higher synergy, and we can work closely together to deliver our best to our customers. Let's take a look at more details of the execution. I saw some of the comments on the comment sections asking the performance of the FaceMe running on the MediaTek i350. So as you can see in this table, for the left-hand side is to run purely using CPU mode, and the right-hand side is the performance to using the APU on the i350. As you can see, for each mode, there are the numbers for VH5 and H5. So you can see when using VH5 on APU, it has more than 8 frames per second. For H5, it has more than 18 frames per second. So for H5, it has more than double the performance compared to the CPU mode. And for the both case, either VH5 or H5, the performance is more than enough for almost the AIoT applications. Okay, so that covers all of the system specs part. Let's give time back to Stephen.
Okay, thanks everyone. So let's welcome back Lucas again. It's a Q&A part. We're seeing a lot of questions being asked during the live session. A lot of detailed information like the i350 capability. So Lucas, you want to start like quickly answer some of the questions?
I want to quickly answer 2 of the questions because related to certification. The first one is GVA and ALISA certification. Yes, i350 is capable to do that, but you need to integrate the speech algorithm third party. That's the first one, and the whole product need to pass the certification. So MediaTek is not involved in this. We only provide the SoC. So if you want to pass it, but you never do that before, so you can check our MediaTek ALT website. We have partner. They are always doing the certification all the time in their platform. So you can, I can help to bridge you and that third party to pass this kind of certification, GVA and ALISA. You can do it by yourself to contact with a Google GVA team or ALISA team. And another one is the GMS. Yes, i350 can do that. Our SDK and our platform can pass GMS. That is MediaTek's strength because MediaTek's Android solution is the best tool of the world. So, but if you modify something in the driver side, maybe you hand the device or hand the system, then you cannot pass. So the original MediaTek SoC can do that. But when you do the modification by yourself, you should be take care of that. So if you got our VAS support or our IDS support, they can help it with that to about this kind of GNS certification. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. That's very, very clear. So next, I'll pick a question from Josh Chen. Okay, question number 2. Does FaceMe support multiple AI models at the same time or just one at one time? We know that in it's I think
I can answer
FaceMe.
that because
Yeah.
yeah, when we are integrating our AI models to the MediaTek, so I think the answer is yes. It can run multiple AI models, and depends on the different size, complexity of the models. The performance may depends with your algorithms. So for our FaceMe case, yes, we have run multiple AI models on the i350.
Okay, that's very clear. And I think this question is good. What is MTK's trends? What is MTK's trends comparing to Rockchip?
Why I needed to answer that? Always MediaTek is better than Rockchip. But MediaTek is we run this business for many years, so the power consumption is much more than Rockchip, and the whole platform is much stable than them, and the product portfolio is more than them Rockchip. So i350 actually it's the middle of the RK 3288 and the 3399. So because 3099 is much more expensive, and the 3288 is too old, and the stability is not good. So i350 is easy to replace 3288. Yeah, I can answer about the open source question. Okay. MediaTek SDK, we provide it as a near turnkey solution, Android and the SOSD. So when you get them, the design material and the SDK, it's easy to implement a product in short time. We also have planned to upstream our code to the open source. So yes, i350 will upload to open source community, but right now, not yet. Okay.
Thank you, Lucas. So next question, I think it's for Michael. Question number 3 from Deborati. How much data set is required per phase? I guess Deborati was asking about that to enroll a phase in the database, how many phases we need.
Yes, like the number I showed for the NIST test, each database includes only one phase per person. So that's the minimum. I think when you do the phase search or matching, so each person requires just one phase. However, if you're in your use scenario, you may require the camera mounted on different angles, and you want to have the best accuracy, then we will recommend to add 2 or 3 more different angles of your face per person.
Okay, and Lucas, you ready to answer question number 3?
Oh yes, I can answer 2 and 3.
Okay. So let me recap 2 and 3. Question number 2 is that do we have a plan to support Wi-Fi 6? And question number 3 is why does i350 need FaceMe?
Yeah. About the Wi-Fi 6, it's very right now it's very high-end spec in Wi-Fi area. So for i350, no, we don't have plan to support it. But if your product, your customer need it, you have to integrate by yourself using Wi-Fi companion chip. But I think in my market sense, I don't think you need Wi-Fi 6 in i350, this kind of level product. Okay. For the another question is I need to FaceMe. Of course, because i350 only is a SoC platform. There is no application and the algorithm in this platform. So we choose a reliable AI algorithm partner, just like CyberLink, to provide the AI algorithm. Yeah.
Okay, thank Lucas. Then next one, I'll ask question number 5 to May. Okay, so what are the product differentiations with competitor? We know there are a lot of like a cloud-based
Right.
facial recognition services, and why FaceMe is better?
Just like Lucas just explained, yeah, choosing CyberLink is choosing the trustworthy and the most reliable partners. So our engine is very accurate. We're top ranked, and also we deliver very flexible SDK. So we support almost all the platforms and hardwares, and of course we can we leave all the applications customization work for you, so you can deliver your applications quickly. So we take care of all the AI engine and all the most difficult part to 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 deliver the accuracy and also the performance. So by the way, it's very important. It's made in Taiwan. We are so proud of it, and we are really, really a trustworthy partner to work with all the global customers.
Okay, thank you, May. Then next, go to Lucas. I think. Yep.
Oh, no. I see a question. I just saw a question, and I need to reply that. Some of audience ask me about how to get the SDK. Please check where you get the invitation. I know our BD in India and our distributor in India send some invitation to you. So if that comes from MediaTek distributor and BD, pre-check with them how to get our document and the SDK. Pre-check with them. If this invitation, you found this webinar in other place, you can send the email to CyberLink. They can help you to forward to me.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. And the last two questions I'll ask Michael. It's actually from me, also pretty interesting. So first thing is that we talk about facial recognition with mask. So what's the accuracy? And second thing is also a lot of people would be interested saying when recognizing a people, that what's the distance and what's the minimum face and how many faces I can handle in a single frame.
Okay, so let's deal with the first question first. So it's about the accuracy when wearing the mask. Of course, when your face is wearing a mask, the disclosed area is much smaller, so the accuracy might be slightly affected. So far we are offering FaceMe for mask that you can reach the false match rate as low as 1 in 10,000. So meaning only 1 in 10,000 that it could be a false match. And at this circumstances, the true accuracy rate is more than 95%. Yeah. And then the second question is about the distance of, like, when you're trying to set it up, landing on the physical area for the facial recognition application, you might be care about how long is the distance between the camera, how tall is the position. So basically, as we are the software, so the eyes of our AI brain is the camera. Okay, so the quality and the field of view of the camera is very important. And what we require is that there are 36 pixels between two eyes if the video frame is for 1080p. Yeah, so it will be around 50 pixels counting the width of your face. Yeah, so normally you would like even to 10 meters if they are optical zoom for your camera.
Okay, and I'll pick the last one answered by myself. It's Viping Ye Duff. Okay, you're asking about the space, how much KB required for one face in row. So we're having 3 models, right? If the UH model is 5 KB for feature set for face, and if that's VH and H model, then it's 3 KB. So you can see actually the feature set, the template size is quite small. So there's one case that you can do the face recognition and extraction, the facial feature extraction in the edge side, and passing this very small template to the cloud to do comparison.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all for the Q&A today. I hope you all enjoy this. And if you're having further questions to us, you can contact with us through our sales email. So can you share the email page? Okay, so you can see that if you're having further information about, want to get further information about FaceMe, you can go to www.faceme.cyberlink.com/FaceMe. You can see that we're having different regional office like in US, Taiwan, Japan, and Korea. So if you're having interest in any of the deployment in your region require FaceMe SDK, then you can contact with our regional sales, of course. And if you're interested in i385 chipset, then you can contact with the distributor, the MediaTek distributor, who invite you to this webinar. Then they will give you further information. So thank you very much. So I hope you all enjoyed today's presentation. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.